back to What's Your Deal with Doug Gleason. I have a new guest today. This is kind of officially episode number 20. And I'm with my a new man I got here, Mike.
How's it going?
Very good. So we were going to start this thing off. And Mike, what's your deal?
You know, I love the way you start this, but it feels kind of attacking sometimes. You know, you get somebody new and right away it's like, hey, like, what's your deal, man?
Yeah.
What's going on? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, hey, you want a piece of this action?
I am here, right?
You are. So,
well, I'm Mike. You know, met you down at the bar. I'm 30. I'm 32. You know, sometimes you forget. So, yeah, from here, San Bernardino.
Have you lived in San Bernardino your whole life?
Yeah, I've never lived anywhere else. I've tried. Always came back. You know, I lived in Moreno Valley. You know, I tried Loma Linda, things like that. But I always wound up just coming back home. I love traveling, though. I love going other places, seeing things, you know, things that you don't see here in San Bernardino.
All right.
I like going other places and checking things out. I spend a lot of time up in the mountains, but usually leaving here is like what I love to do. And then, you know, I always wind up coming back here.
It's like it's a decent place to live, but not a good place to party.
Exactly.
All right.
I can't even walk down the damn street anymore. You know, I remember when I was a kid, you know, being able to walk around and go to the store and do all these things. And now you can't even do that now.
Why a little dangerous?
It's very dangerous. You know, you hear about all the shit going on TV and stuff like that. Like, I don't even let my kids go and touch the gate. You know, it's that bad now, you know, and you know, when I was a kid, I remember, you know, being able to go outside and run around in the street, play football, baseball, go to the park, you know, hang out with your friends, walk on our own and stuff. And, you know, I remember I was at least like 8 or 9 years old walking to the liquor store, you know, with me and my brother, you know. And now I wouldn't even trust my 11-year-old walking down the street or even getting close to the gate on her own, you know?
Right.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy out here now.
All right. So, where'd you go to school at? I mean, like, what kind of high school did you go to?
The high school I went to was probably just barely like 4 years old when I started going there.
Did it have a name?
Arroyo Valley High School.
Arroyo
Valley High School. It's right there in the on the west end of San Bernardino.
Wow, that's funny because I grew up in El Monte, and I graduated from Arroyo High School.
Oh, okay. I was about to say El Monte and Arroyo are a little different, man.
It's in El Monte.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know, but
yeah, it was a good time. I mean, when I started there, I think they had just barely my first year that I got there was the first year they had a senior class. Yeah, because she was there before
she's
me.
Your answer, man.
Yeah, she's
on the fuzzy parts of
I'm
you.
I'm telling you, I have the worst fucking memory ever. I'm telling you right
we
now.
all look to our ladies to get confirmation.
I'm like, hey, answer that for me. Answer. Come on, you know.
See, I don't have a lady, so I just sit here and bullshit. You can take what I say with a grain of salt.
Hey, I'm just gonna start bullshitting then, man. But yeah, when I first started going there, it was the first time that they had 9th through 12th, you know, freshman, sophomore, junior, and seniors. And, you know, I was the first class to actually make it, you know, to be like, once it was officially 9 through 12, the first 9th to go all the way through 12 and then graduate after that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but it was high school, man. Fucking bullshitting the whole time, you know. The last 2 years, that's when I had to buckle down. I was in a relationship in high school, and that steered me way off fucking course. Way off fucking course, you know.
Crazy ass. Huh?
You think you're in love, you know. You start, you know, trying. You know, I was trying to smoke weed with people. You know, I was drinking, things like that, taking, you know, things like that, but when my senior and junior year came around, I really didn't have much friends. I mean, I had people that I knew from like, the neighborhood, things like that, but I never really had like straight friends that like I had like a big bond with.
Right.
So when graduation came,
You were
and
kind of a loner.
I wasn't necessarily a loner, but I was more of somebody that kind of bounced around between people because I made friends with a lot of people, you know. But when it came to like graduation and going and doing things and experiencing things with friends, I never really got to have like, that best bud with me when I would go and do things and stuff like that, and, you know, I mainly had a lot of friends that were girls, you know, so a lot of the time, when they would get into relationships and things like that, my friendships would kind of dwindle, once in a while and things like that. So
Understood.
by the time I graduated, I kind of felt like a little bit alone, I mean, I did have friends and acquaintances and things like that, but I never really had like a close bond with people. Like my best friend from when I was maybe like 7 years old. Now we're 32. We're still best friends.
Right.
But me and him didn't go to school through all the years together.
Okay.
Once high school hit, we went our separate ways. So I didn't really have that close friend with me in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I got 3 friends that we all met in the 3rd grade.
Oh, okay.
And we're all friends to this day. So it's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's funny. I have a friend that me and him were me and this other guy, we're really good friends. I've known him since I was like 10, 11. When we started going to junior high together, we became very close friends. I would go to his house and things like that. So I would remember his nephews when I would start going over there. These little kids were only like fucking 2. They're all babies. I remember when they were born and everything. Now that I'm older and me and him are still really good friends, he's another best friend of mine. These kids are in their 20s now. They're about to be in their 20s, 18. And it's just weird because now they're talking, about girls. They have girlfriends,
Wow.
their own experiences.
When did you guys start having babies? At like 8?
Well, I mean, they weren't his kids, but they were like his because he has older siblings.
Okay.
So his older sibling,
so they was like his nephews
and things like that.
Okay, you were scaring me
I was
there.
going on.
I mean, actually, I was jealous.
Babies having babies, man.
Getting it on at 8 years old in the sandbox.
So anyhow, you said you have a kid or 2. How many children do you have?
I got 2. I have an 11-year-old daughter that just started junior high, and I have a 9-year-old son that just started the 4th grade.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you married?
I was married before. And
is that where the children came from?
One of them. I was in a previous what do you call it? I was in a previous engagement before with somebody. It wasn't a girlfriend or nothing, just somebody that I got along with, and we wound up having my daughter. And around the time my daughter was being my daughter, around the time my daughter was conceived, I had just barely started talking to the person that wound up becoming my wife eventually. And during that time, we had a lot of things going on and stuff. And then my son came along, and then we were together after my son was born, maybe about like 7-8 years. We were together after that, after he was born, about 7-8 years. The total was like 11 years. But we just recently got divorced in December this past year. So
now you have, I'm taking it, this is your new girlfriend.
I guess.
Yeah. This is she likes it when I call her daddy, though. So
Daddy?
Yeah, this is daddy right here.
Hey, whatever they want. As long as they're naked, man.
Hey, exactly. As long as I'm getting what I need, then she could be fucking.
Yeah. Because I've been naked a few times where they're going, they called me. They called me.
Like, that's it?
Yeah.
I hate being called that's it.
Yeah.
Damn.
See, that's worse than me.
Yeah, it's all bad, man.
So, do you want to introduce your girlfriend?
Oh, yeah, this is my girlfriend, Roxanne, to everybody. Everybody out there, too.
Yeah, so Roxanne's going to probably be doing this podcast in 2 weeks. We'll meet her in 2 weeks.
Big baby.
Well, we're going to see if she's checking it out to see if if I'm good enough to interview her.
She just has to have a few more beers than she's having right now.
Hey, but since we're trying to get started here and we're finding out a little bit about Mike, I forgot to say hello to Chris.
Hey, what's up, audience?
Yeah,
You already know what my ugly mug looks like.
Yeah, and it ain't good, man.
No, the haircut didn't help me either.
No, yeah, I know. I got my hair cut and I shaved my beard off. Well, a little bit. And I'm well on the road to recovery, you know. So I figured that if you get your hair cut once a year and your beard cut once a year, whether you need it or not.
Mm-hmm. So did you tell your barber, like, hey, I'll see you in a couple of years?
Yeah, I just told her I'll see you next year, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like looking straggly and a little bit homeless, you know.
First time I met him at the bar, I bought him a beer. Waiting for him to ask me if he wanted to wash my windshield.
Well, at the end, I did ask him for some change, so.
Oh, there we go. He's I needed to leave a tip.
I did a comedy show once, and the people were waiting in line at the place to go into the comedy show, and I just kind of sat out in a corner there with a cup. And I was all dirty from work and stuff, and some people just look at me with disgust, you know, but a couple people actually came and put a couple bucks in my cup, you know.
You know, that's going to refill that whiskey cup on.
Yeah. So, they're going through the entryway of the comedy show that they're going to, you know.
Uh-huh.
So at one point I got up and I went in, and then I get announced and everybody's just looking like, wasn't that homeless guy that was out there? You know, and I went,
Yeah.
I go, yeah, hey, before I get started, man, fuck you. I'm buying them everything they're getting, and on them everything they're getting.
You're all throwing the money in the air,
and
man.
then I was like, you know, don't ever judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
You know? So, but that was one of my starts.
I mean, to be honest with you, when we first saw you at the Bell, you know, shout out to the Bell. Oh yeah, shout out to I have to put this out there to Universally Essential Team Leader Justin. My friend wanted me to put that out there today, so I just thought I'd put that out there. It's for you, baby. But when we first started going to the Bell, it was like we had first seen you, and to her, you know, to both of us, it was like, this guy's fucking great. You know, you come in, you got that voice. You know, you got that voice that, you know, it's not, you can't deny it. That's fucking Doug. You know what I mean?
I truly like to make, especially new people that go into the bar there, very welcome, you know. And the thing is that, see, that's kind of the reason you're here too. I would like to welcome you to my home and me, you know.
Greatly appreciate that.
I'm a crazy motherfucker on the outside, but I'm you know.
Big softy?
Yeah, I'm like a Twinkie, you know.
Yeah.
The outside doesn't really taste that good, but the middle.
Oh, that cream filling? Man, my mouth's all watering right now, man. I thought I was just sweating from the heat, but damn.
So enough about me. This is about your deal. We found out you have a couple kids. We found out you got yourself a new girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
We found out that you have always lived in San Bernardino. Prior to starting, you said you like to do a little bit of traveling. What kind of travels do you go do? Is it far wide, or what do you go do?
When you're staying out here in San Bernardino, sometimes just getting away in any way possible is definitely great. So, you know, I like to go to Vegas. Sometimes I just like to go up to the mountains.
Like Big Bear.
Yeah, Big Bear.
Yeah, well, I mean, Big Bear.
Twin Peaks,
Yeah, Big Bear's 30 minutes from here.
Even Crestline. I like going up to fucking Crestline,
Uh-huh.
going up there and, having breakfast and driving around the lake, things like that. I just hate being, and then when you're up there, you look at all the fucking smog that's out here.
Yeah.
That shit looks nasty as fuck. You can't even watch a sunset go down because all of a sudden all the fog is just spreading the sun out, and it's nasty out there.
Sure, you can watch it. It's just neon green.
Yeah. Put a fucking hazard sign going down the hill or something.
Right.
Man. But, but you get used to it down here eventually. But when you're up there, man, I just love getting away. I've been across to Maryland. I've been to Pennsylvania. I went out to Philadelphia to watch some Eagles. The Eagles play.
I'm taking it you're an Eagle fan.
Yes, sir. Till the day I die.
All right. I'm a Buccaneer fan.
Buccaneers? Oh, so you're all excited last year, huh?
Yeah, I'm even exciteder this year.
He's all Tom fucking Brady.
Well, you know what? The guy's the greatest of all time, man. And to be honest, I bought a jersey about 11 years ago, and I only wear it when the Buccaneers win.
Oh shit! So you didn't wear it for a long time.
Fucking thing looks brand. It looks brand new.
Still got the creases in it.
It looks brand new, man.
Please, God, shit.
Sure.
Last time was the Super Bowl in what 2002? Was that what it was?
Yeah, when we beat the Raiders.
The Raiders,
and he beat my team. No more.
Well, and what happened there is when I grew up here in California my whole life.
Okay. From here, San Bernardino also?
Oh, no. I was out in San Gabriel Valley.
Oh, okay.
I lived in a city called Temple City.
Oh, okay.
But I ended up having to go to the El Monte school districts there.
Beer fan.
There's our beer bitch, Vic.
And she thought she was going to be it this whole time. I was like, babe, you're more than that. You're more than that.
But anyhow, the Georgia Frontier took the Rams away.
Yeah.
So I became a Raiders fan because we had both of them here in Los Angeles at that point. And then fucking Ding Dong took them away to Oakland. So I was like, fuck both those teams, So I got in the newspaper and I looked up the worst team in the NFL, and that was the Buccaneers. And then I've been a lifelong fan ever since.
You're like, I love them now.
Yeah. Well, no. There's been many years.
I mean, you had all those creases in that jersey still, man.
I lost a lot of money on them.
I was a quarterback back then.
I don't even want to talk about it. We're talking about you.
Well, like when I went out to Philadelphia, I went out there during their Super Bowl run season. So I went out there, watched them, fucking kick the shit out of the 49ers that season. And then I went out to the Coliseum when they came out here to LA, and I watched them play against the Rams. And that was when our quarterback went down and the backup, Big Dick Nick Foles stepped in and fucking took them to the promised land. Their first one after fucking 50 years, man. Because before that, last time they won anything was when it was just called the championship, So after all these fucking years, I'm glad I was able to fucking live and see it, because there's people that haven't even seen that shit in their entire lifetime,
Yeah, imagine if you were a Lions fan.
Shit. Oh, man. I just hate to be a fucking Cowboys fan sitting there waiting on another one.
Oh, that one's gonna be
Well, their logo is a rating. It's not actually a logo.
Exactly.
Are you a Cowboy fan?
Big balls. There's a lot of balls to bust right there.
Yeah. So that's cool. I'm glad that football's back.
Me too.
I like watching it.
All sports. This pandemic has tested a lot of people. You know what I mean? It tested people through everything. And that's why I got divorced during the pandemic. It tests you with everything, yeah. It's you're spending a lot of time at home and everything, and when you don't have sports and you don't have bars and you don't have places to go, it's the worst fucking feeling ever because you feel like anytime you step outside you're gonna fucking catch a cold or they hype it up so
I
much.
went out and hid out at a friend's house for 3 or 4 months. No one saw me.
Yeah.
We just partied and did everything that you would do before the end of the world.
Yeah.
And we lived.
During that pandemic, I wound up working I was working at a hospital. I was cooking at a hospital because I was.
Oh, that's what I was going to ask you. What do you do for a living?
Well, now I work for BNSF. They have a company contracted to
That's
them.
the railway.
Yes. So I work on the railroad through a company called ITS. So I work with them, and I'm a driver now. So I drive freight to the train, take freight from the train, park them, do all that stuff. And so I've been doing that about 6 months. But prior to that, I was in the food industry for 14 years. So through all that, like during the pandemic and everything, you work at a hospital, they're not going to shut a hospital down, So I wound up working through the entire pandemic.
Yeah, I never missed a day, and I'm just a Nicky old plumber.
I didn't know what what's it called was fucking quarantining, like I was out there every fucking day.
Somehow I think I got COVID at one point and didn't know about it.
So what was your experience with it then? What was your
I
experience?
had zero, but
okay.
During the pandemic, my daughter gave birth to my very first grandchild.
Oh, congratulations on that.
Well, thank you. But she wouldn't let me meet her.
Oh, okay.
Because we were in the middle of a pandemic, So then they, a year fucking later, they say they got a vaccine. So I'm telling my daughter, hey, man, if I get the vaccination, man, you'll drag that kid down here, right? And so that was our deal. But boy, between the two shots, I was so sick. I missed 10 days of work, and I ain't ever missed 10 days of work.
That's crazy.
Entire life.
I remember that,
Yeah. I don't know, like,
very sick too.
I just find it so sketchy that it happened like that. All of a sudden, vaccine fucking in a matter of just weeks. Like,
well, the thing is that if the world's going to die, everybody kind of hooks up with each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it's only 50,000 people, fucking cancer is cool, or whatever,
Yeah.
That's just a quotation, but if there's a perchance that the whole world, is going to go the way of the dodo,
Yeah, that.
But I never stopped working.
Mm-hmm.
I've only put on a mask just in case they'll throw me out wherever the fuck I'm going.
No matter what.
But as soon as I glance over and see one other person without a mask,
fucking
my
rip that
God,
shit off,
man,
I got
yeah.
my dog tags now. Shot the card.
Uh-huh.
And my fishing license.
Oh, okay. Right next to your fishing license. Yeah.
Through it though, I have known a few people that have gotten COVID.
Yeah, I had it.
And they did you?
I had it.
Did you get sick?
No, I just lost my taste and smell.
Yeah, that's what happened to me.
That's all I lost. This one was sick. This one was like on the verge of just like fucking just finishing it, But through me, I mean, all I did was lose my taste and smell, and then I was drinking whiskey the whole time. For 10 days, I drank nothing but whiskey, bottle after fucking bottle after bottle. I couldn't taste it. The only thing I felt was just it going down. That's all you feel is it going down.
You definitely killed that shit.
Oh, hell yeah, I did. I fucking fight fire with fire, however you can, man, But yeah, I mean, that's all I did was just drink whiskey and fucking, but the worst thing about it was when you lost your taste and smell. I'm a coffee guy. I love coffee. And it just tasted like fucking hot water, and it was fucking disgusting. And I was just like, I don't even fucking eat this shit no more.
Yeah, what's happened to me is I no longer like steak.
Oh yeah, I can't drink Coca-Cola no more. Coca-Cola tastes like shit.
Yeah,
Coca-Cola, and I can't smell fucking Pine Sol. Pine Sol is fucking disgusting smell. It doesn't smell like Pine Sol.
Well, that's good.
It smells raunchy. It smells like fucking something's like very like expired. That's what it smells like. And the taste of Coca-Cola tastes like it's expired. Like it's like a weird smoky taste.
Thank God it didn't happen with beer.
Hey,
Mike.
cheers to that shit, man. Fuck. I mean, well,
I might not be able to taste it, but I like it.
I would have told the pandemic just to take me, man. Fuck that. But yeah, so I mean, I had it for 10 days. My taste and smell started coming back. But when you're a cook, you need to have that shit strong because you're cooking for people,
Yeah.
you know? So I was over spicing shit. I had things taste fucking really strong. I made a pozole for this past New Year's. Everyone told me it was fucking great, and I thought it was weak as shit. But my stepmom was telling me that it was good, but it was overly like strong.
Season.
Yeah, so even when I went back to work, they're expecting me to make food for 100 and 110 patients or whatever, and
Hey,
it was all bad.
when you're driving home from work though now,
Mhm.
please tell me you sing this song. I've been working on the railroad.
Oh, hell no, man. Hey, once I walk out, I'm like, you know what? Like, I put as much music as I can just to weed all that shit out, you know? But I mean, by the time I get off, I go in at midnight and I get off at noon. So even to this day, I'm still not even used to it, you know? I nap periodically when I get off at noon. That's why I was telling you the other day. It was crazy because I slept the entire time that I was off of work, woke up to go right back into fucking work, you know?
Right.
And so...
what time do you get off?
I get off at noon. So I'm there from midnight to noon. I love it, though.
12 hours.
12 hours.
How many days?
5 days.
No shit.
Yeah, technically it's 8 hours, but because of the fact that they can give you 4 hours after work, because, when you're at the bottom of the totem pole, you're going to work fucking hours. So I can stay 4 hours after, but if I'm lucky enough, I get that early start to go in 4 hours before. So being lucky enough to get that every day, I take that shit because the fucking heat is horrible out here. Sit there and it's fucking 115 like a month ago.
Yeah.
And I would rather fucking just go do my 4 hours in the middle of the night and then do my regular shift that other 8 hours and be off by noon by the time it starts peaking,
I was telling you earlier that I did the pool systems in the bars and the restrooms and stuff on the outside of the Hard Rock Hotel.
Yeah.
In Las Vegas. They had some safety guys come up and they had thermometers, and they put a thermometer on my hard hat and it was 165 degrees.
Holy fuck.
So they threw us off the job.
Was your hair like that that whole time, or no? You had the fucking...
Well, I just had a hard hat on.
No, I'm saying underneath that, though. I would have been bald as shit the whole time.
No, at that point, I was actually in a punk rock band with my kids, and my hair was about this long.
You had braids?
And my beard was about this long. Yeah.
What'd you play?
I was the lead singer.
Oh,
man.
shit.
Yeah.
I believe it.
I did.
We were horrible. It was great. We did it for
I bet you right now this table's pissing you off. You just want to flip that shit, huh?
We did it for
get out of your way.
10, 11 years. It was fucking pretty good.
Hey, that's dope, though. I mean, some people don't even try it.
And yeah, but they get mad at me because I could never remember the words to the songs. So at one point, after about 11 years or 10 years or so, they threw my ass out of the band. And the first thing I did is make myself look about like I do now. It was like, all right, we get to get rid of that guy.
He's like, yeah, they were called Nirvana or something.
That's
they went on to go do something else.
Yeah, they tried to keep the band going, but they kind of lost the fan base because I think a lot of people came because of the family aspect.
Yeah,
of it, that it was more of a clown show than.
Wait, but did you have that magical voice that you have now back then?
Well, I've been smoking since I was in the 6th grade.
Hey, and I even showed you your voice the last time that we were at the bar, remember?
He did the impression.
Remember I did your impression last time.
I did. I just, like when I do karaoke, I always go, I'd like to thank the first 500,000 packs of Marlboro Red for this song.
He's all cats meow.
Yeah.
Man, I'm telling you, man, you were a kid. I'm telling you, when we first went there, I was just like, you know what? We got to get to know this guy. Like, we got to get to know everybody here, you know?
Yeah, the bar is a great place to be, and that's what kind of brings up what's your deal with Doug Gleason here. If you hang out at a bar, you can know somebody for years and years and never know nothing about them. So
makes sense,
Anyhow, we're gonna do one here eventually that we're just gonna put one microphone in the middle, and we'll get like 6-7 people here, and we'll just all shoot the shit.
Just let everyone fucking
get all drunk and see what kind of fucked up.
But that's all I was saying earlier, though. You got to make sure you have interesting people.
Well, not really.
No, I mean,
because I'm pretty interested in it, and I'll just tell you, shut the fuck up. This is my podcast.
And the more you drink, the more interesting you get anyway.
Yeah.
So, I mean.
Yeah. That's why I get fucking in trouble all the time.
Hopefully it stays a podcast by the time everyone's fucking drunk. This table's going to be all bent later.
From the weight of the empty beer can.
The Skinamax. That's what it is. But yeah, I just started working the railroad about 6 months ago. And, it's cool. It pays the bills and everything. Cooking, I did that for so long. And, it was just like one dead-end job from another to another to another till, eventually I was just like, I can't do this no more. There's no jobs out here for it, If I want to go and make a career out of it, I gotta travel. I gotta get out. But you can't do that when you got kids. You gotta provide and things like that. So working on the railroad, it's definitely a big change, but I like it. I love it actually, and it's cool.
Well, speaking of that, I mean, with 2 kids, and you're gone 12 hours a day. Mm-hmm. How the fuck's that happening?
Well, my kids, Monday through Friday, they stay with their moms. And then when the weekend comes, that's when I spend time with them. But as soon as I get off at 12, I'll spend all afternoon with them. And usually the weekends is where I get my least amount of sleep. That's where I'm working. I'm
playing with
sleeping about 2 hours. Yeah, 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day. It was funny because 2 weeks ago, I had gone off of work and my kids had just barely went back to school. So I was trying to figure out things to do with them. And I told them, so what do you guys want to do? We could do whatever you want. You guys want to go eat? You guys want to go to the skate park? My son loves to skateboard. And they were the worst fucking thing they asked me for. Can we go to an indoor playground? You got to be fucking kidding me. I just got off of 12 hours and you want me to go to an indoor playground to watch you and hundreds of other kids run around? They're like, yeah, fuck it, let's go to the indoor playground.
I've never heard of that.
Really?
Yeah, everything's all foam. Yeah. Oh, that's just fucking amazing. You watch kids fuck themselves up. Yeah, these kids fuck themselves up there. There was this girl. Yeah, it's like an obstacle course. So everyone's running around. There's this girl, right? Little girl. She's probably about 12 years old, but she looks like she's a heavy girl. And so they have this one thing. It looks like a tower, and it has bungees just shooting across, right? If you hit it at a certain spot, you're going straight fucking through all of those bungees. It's not a net. They're not nets. They're just bungees. So this little girl was fucking. She was fucking herself
90
up.
miles an hour.
90 miles an hour, just straight on her crotch.
Like 15, 10 other kids climbing up and going down.
And she's knocking all of them out.
Straight down and fucking them all up.
Yeah, my kids came back and they're all.
It was so funny
I was
to
like,
watch
what the
that.
fuck is wrong with you? Get some water, man. Damn. But it's fucking amazing. Like, watching that shit is hilarious.
I'm like, look, she's doing it again.
She's about to go right now.
Sounds. I remember my kids were little because I've been divorced twice. I have 2 sons with one wife and a daughter with my second wife, and I would go. My daughter would be flown in from Arizona on Friday, right?
This was a weekly thing?
Every other week.
Oh, okay.
So she'd be flown in from Arizona, so I'd have to go to the Ontario airport.
Yeah.
And I'd pick her up. Well, my boys lived all the way out in Irvine. So it was senseless because the traffic was so fucking bad,
Yeah.
you know? So I'd go hang out with my daughter on Friday night. And then on Saturday morning, we get up like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, fucking clear
And
shots.
head straight, you know? So I remember once I had all three of them in my car and we're passing by Disneyland, you know? And I go, hey man, you guys want to go to Disneyland today? No.
How much were tickets back then? Like $40?
Oh, fuck no.
Because now, I mean, those things are climbing.
Yeah, but
They're
they
like
were
fucking
still
stocks right
they
now.
were still $100 fucking bucks a
Oh,
ticket,
okay.
you know, and $20 for parking, and you know I knew it was
Yeah.
it's $1,000 a day.
It was like a surprise for them.
But they all said no. three kids,
yeah.
you know. It's like, what do you want to do? Let's go rent a cheap hotel room. That would be what they thought was fun to fucking do.
They're like
No.
playing with the ice machine?
No, fuck no. They just like to see the weird people that walked out of fucking hotel rooms and shit.
Oh, God.
You know, like I remember once we had the front door open because it was a little hot in there. And
Mhm.
some junkie come by going, hey man, you want to buy some stuff? You know, like fucking get the fuck out of here, you know?
I got my kids.
But see, now I like to keep up with my children, so it'd be the next weekend, and I'd give them a call, you know?
Yeah.
And hey, so this following weekend, I call up my boys, and I'm like, hey, what are you guys doing? Oh, we're here at Disneyland with Mom.
That's what I'm saying,
Yeah,
man.
that's what I knew. It's like,
Well, like, for example, this Thursday, we're going to Knott's Berry Farm, right? So I told my kids, like 3 weeks ago? Hey, you guys, we're going to go to Knott's Berry Farm. Let's go, you know? My daughter, she's like, you know, she went on vacation with my brother to go fucking to Palm Springs to hang out with them, whatever, right? I'm telling her about fucking Knott's Berry Farm, and all of a sudden she's just like, no, Dad, I missed school last time, and I got so behind. Like, I don't want to miss any more school. And I was like, all right, well, fuck it. I'm going to go ask my son, hey, you want to go? He's like, I know it's a little plastic trophy, Dad, but I want to get perfect attendance. I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. If I ever got asked that shit as a kid, I'd been like, fuck school. Like, I'm not gonna fucking go to school. I'm going to Knott's Berry fucking Farm. But my kids, they're special. I love them.
well.
Yeah, and then my son wanted to miss in school anyways. Just came from a fucking monster truck jam. I'm like, God damn, man. Like, okay, well, maybe we'll spend some time skateboarding or something next time. But yeah,
Yeah.
they love their moms. I'm telling you, they love their fucking moms.
Yeah. They get attached to that.
Shit.
Yeah. That's all right though, you know. I don't know. I may not be number one to them.
Shit.
But I try my hardest. They make me laugh. They got a good sense of humor.
Oh, when they get older, man, they're hilarious. They you know, they make me laugh now. You know, back then I was just like, fuck, man, I gotta follow them around, make sure they're not hurting each other, themselves, and
I'm like truly afraid to say any stories because I've gotten in trouble for this podcast telling stories about my kids, you know?
yeah,
Well, because, you know, again, I go back to, you know, I do a little bit of comedy, so I make
Yeah.
up some bullshit, you know? Now, it's 91% true and 9% bullshit.
yeah.
But my phone will ring going, well, that ain't fucking true at all. You know?
See, and that's what I'm
I
saying.
remember
Yeah.
that differently, Dad.
And then they won't talk to me for 3 fucking months, you know? And it's like, you know, it's not good.
Yeah, watch, we're gonna find out you're really a fucking Patriots fan, man.
just
Just following
I'm
Brady
just
around.
following
Yeah,
Brady.
there we go. And
Yeah.
Gronk, whichever,
Yeah.
you know. But yeah, I mean, you know, times are different now, you know, fucking you got all this fucking technology in their fucking faces. It's hard to spend time with kids when that's all they want to do, you know?
It's got to be really difficult now that your kids missed at least a year of school, right?
2 years.
Almost 2
Oh,
years.
There you go. You know, I mean, and you got to, you know, how do you hang out with friends? How do you make friends? How do you learn how to make friends? How do you, you know, and now they let them go back, but they make them wear a mask.
Yeah. You can't see their fucking face. You're like, you don't even know who the hell you are. Well, see, my kids are.
You know, you finally find some chick, you fall in love, and eventually you think, and she's uglier than shit. She just has pretty eyes like me. You know, like if you put a mask on me, you'd be going, wow, that guy's got some pretty eyes.
Some pretty
you know?
blues right there.
Yeah, but you fucking rip off that mask, it's like, oh shit. You know,
it makes it really hard to tell if they're smiling or actually voicing under their breath, "Fuck you." You know, like you never know.
My first wife, man, she had a body that looked pretty good from the hips up, man. You know, and then there was this ass that made fucking Kim Kardashian look fucking flat. You know?
You're looking at the strings in her leggings. They're not even ripped. But yeah,
that was for you, my boys.
I know, right?
Her phone call later.
Yeah. No, they know she's got a big ass. And I know their mom will never watch this.
Come on, cheers.
That's just coming from a skinny motherfucker like me, man. To me, most people have pretty good sized ass, you know. I have to keep drilling holes in my belt to keep my pants up because I'm just a stick.
Well, so you're one of those people that sit there and talk about how they're trying to gain weight, huh?
Yeah, I've given up on all of it. This is me.
I'm all sitting here, you son of a bitch.
Yeah. You know, I'm never going to get laid again.
Well, it's very rarely I see Doug eat. Most of the time, he's on a liquid diet.
Oh, okay. Everything's just flying through him, huh? All bad, man.
I like beer.
Me too.
Makes me feel mellow.
And he drinks light. You know, he's watching out.
Yeah, my girlish figure. I don't know. I'd like to drink beer so much. If I was to be drinking a heavier duty beer, fuck, man.
Yeah.
How the hell are you going to do anything? I wouldn't be able to fucking operate, you know?
Well, that's what I'm saying, man.
So, but like, I like a beer after this beer.
Yeah.
You know?
Just keep the train rolling, you know?
And if I was drinking, you know, a heavier duty beer, it'd be like, fuck, man, you got to slow down, man. Then I'd be like, I'm thirsty.
Yeah.
Somebody'd say, well, here, have some water. And I'd go, yuck. You know?
You're
I like my water
give me
combined with my
Yeah.
beer, hence the Bud Light.
Give me that Michelob over there. Yeah. Give me some water. Replenish me real quick. Well, see, I love going to different breweries, right? I love the taste of different beers. You know, porters. You got your red ales. You know, your amber ales. You know, all the different times, IPAs, everything. I love going to different breweries, and I try to go to as many as I can. But usually when I go, all I usually do is just get flights to try everything out first.
I don't know what that word was.
A flight?
Oh, is that where they give you like a handful?
Yeah,
of
little tasters.
Yeah, I think I'd done that once
Yeah, we told
before.
Bethany she should get that.
Yeah, we're saying that about the bar too. You know, you have people sitting there like, well, you know, this or that. But you know, usually when I go places, you know, I've been to a lot of breweries, you know, so I always usually try to get, you know, the little tasters so I can get fucked up off of that, and then figure out the one that I want to get fucked up off of, and then after that, that's where I start slamming that one, you know. You know, I've been to Hanger out here. I've been to breweries out in Hawaii.
You've been to the 6 Iron?
I haven't been to 6 Iron. I heard about that. Somebody just told me about that one maybe like 2 weeks ago.
I did a comedy show there, and I was drinking their light beer. God damn, I don't know, man. I had 3 or 4. I was fucking feeling pretty good, you know. But I had there was a lot of lesbian ladies there, man. And I told this joke, and I'm not going to say it on the podcast here, but
Ready, set, go.
Fuck, I thought they were gonna fucking shoot me, man. I mean, it was like, Doug, get off the stage
Yeah.
and don't ever come back. And so I still see the owners come into the bell every once in a while, and I'll go, "Hey, man, when you guys gonna get me back?" And they just look like, "No, we ain't ever getting you back, man."
That was probably someone's daughter.
What it was is I told basically a gay joke, but on the man's side,
Oh, okay.
you know.
You didn't use the F word, did you?
Oh, probably. Yeah,
I respect you for that.
I'm not allergic to language, but basically, kind of the punchline, like, the only thing holding it's called 98% gay, right? and the only thing holding me back is I don't like cock. You know what I mean, ladies. I thought it was a perfect joke for that crowd. But they weren't going for it, man.
It's good. Hey, now I know why you shaved your head and cut your beard, man. Trying to hide between the lines. That's why you didn't want to say it right now, huh?
Well, it's a long. My style of comedy is I go on for about 5 minutes, just mumbling about nothing.
You're like, I know one of these bald bitches is gonna see this. That's why I better. I better stay quiet.
Yeah, I'm certain I have a huge lesbian crowd watching me over here.
There we go. You're all wiped it.
But I wasn't trying to hurt anybody's feelings.
Yeah. Well, see, that's the thing about comedy, though. Like, you're gonna go out there. You're just trying to have fun. You're trying to relate to people, and you can relate to people on so many fucking different levels. So when you go out there and you put something out there, you're not expecting for everyone to fucking sit there and be all offended. You could go out there and you can make racist jokes. Everybody in the world is fucking racist, whether you say you're racist or not. You're fucking racist.
Yeah, like I go in that particular joke. I just I kind of started off with I understand if that's the way you feel about somebody, because if that's the way I felt, I'd be sucking some cock right now, I mean, I wouldn't be up here on stage. I'd have to, I'd be nailing on some fucking shit, But then I go through, some guy that gets divorced from his wife.
Yeah.
And finally gets his first cock in his mouth. And about halfway through, he goes, "Wait a minute.
I'm not gay."
No, he's been thinking about it his whole life. Because he was gay. But he tried to get married and he had a couple kids and he figured out, I am gay.
Yeah.
So he finally gets a guy home and he's got that, he's getting it real good. And he's about halfway through, and he goes, "Wait a minute. Am I a spitter or a swallow?"
Come on, Doug, slow down, bro. Slow down.
Yeah, see, and I thought lesbians would love that. Apparently not. But
well, because they experience that and they're like,
no,
wait a minute, I'm gay.
It turns out nobody likes that joke except me. Oh, there you go. One. I got one.
You're sitting there throwing F-bombs to everybody, huh?
No, I try to stay away. I don't know. I love the F word. I think it's an amazing word.
It's the only fucking word you can use 7 different times in every fucking sentence, and it
Yeah.
sounds fucking great.
It's fucking amazing.
It's fucking amazing. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
It's a fucking beautiful thing. But after a while, it's like, all right, let's slow down.
And there's a lot of kids that, they start getting older and they think like, oh, I can cuss and say this and that. Nobody's going to give a shit, And then every other fucking word is like, man, fuck you, fucking bitch. Fuck. And I'm just like, dude, learn how to cuss first before you start throwing words out there like that. Because now you just sound fucking stupid,
Because you're saying the same word.
But I'm not going to say it fucking 50 times in one sentence,
You just said it.
We know how to say it, right? We've been saying it for years.
Yeah, they're like, shut up, fuckhead. Like, no.
Yeah,
Shut the fuck up, dickhead or
They're like,
shithead.
yeah, they're like,
or
shut the fuck up,
shitface.
you fucking dumb fucking stupid fucking bitch. I'm like, dude, all you have to do is say, shut the fuck up, you stupid bitch. You know, keep
Yeah,
it
they
simple.
understand.
Keep that shit simple. I say
But,
that to
or
kids
you
all the
could
time.
lose, or you could be like Doug and not even say a word. Just bitch slap that bitch, you know?
Just crack open that beer and just
Yeah,
sit
they
back.
understand what you mean.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. You do a lot of cussing over there at the working for the railroad.
Yes, he does.
Hell no.
I'm doing this job out in Pasadena, and it's a 14-story building, right?
Yeah,
And what they do is they gut out like this many units
yeah,
and move the people out, right? And then we replace everything, and then the people move back in.
yeah.
But there's like 160 units, so we're taking out 14 floors at a time, right? And I'll get mad at somebody or have something go, man, and I'll just be out there cussing like a sailor, And then
It's not even like that.
the management of the building will come and go, hey, it's like, oh man, I'm sorry. Sometimes I forget I'm in the middle
Excuse
of
me, sir. Can you calm the fuck down?
Yeah.
You know,
Something like
you're
that.
like, what's up, bitch? I mean, it happens. I mean, when see, okay, where I was.
Well, in construction, we're just a bunch of filthy fucking pigs.
Yeah,
That's
They
right.
said they
That's
were
right.
all crazy, though.
I mean, because where I was working at before, you're working with men and women, cooking in the kitchen and all this other stuff, right? When you work with nothing but guys, not only are you cussing a lot, but you find out how fucking gay everybody is.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you, they're sitting there talking about talking about fucking grabbing asses and fucking people sucking dick and shit. I'm like, God damn, man, what the hell?
Oh, I don't have any of those working with me. If I do, they're not giving up information. I get
Well, it all depends on when you're fixing the pipes. Are you on your knees or on your back?
Or which pipes are you
Yeah, that's true. That's like I had this one guy, man. He kept calling in sick all the time.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, man, I'm telling you, man, when I was a kid, I was just like you, I'd always call in sick with some shit-ass thing,
Yeah.
I told him, what you need to do is you need to call me up and say, Doug, man, I'm fucking knees deep into this bitch right now, man. I'll tell you the story tomorrow.
I think I might want to work with you now, man.
One more for the giver.
If you can put another round for everyone, that'd be great.
It's funny because he saw you in the corner of his eye, but he was all,
Sorry, podcast. Beer before pod.
I was about to talk about the Sahara Desert right now, and then, everything's, some iced tea. But yeah, it's cool, being able to work there. I like it a lot. Growing up right there, because I grew up right there on the west end of San Bernardino, where the big whistle is at and all that stuff. When you drive by on the freeways and stuff, I grew up in that area, so I never knew what all that was about. I've driven over the fucking Mount Vernon Bridge before they tore it all down for fucking years. I've walked over that fucking bridge, and I never knew what any of it was about. And to sit there and be in my truck and be able to like continue a history of the city, because San Bernardino was all export and stuff like that. There was a train that went from here to LA just for people, and then all of a sudden it turned into this big old fucking company. You got Union Pacific, you got BNSF, you have all these different railways that run through each other. And it's fucking amazing to be a part of that, because as a kid growing up right there in San Bernardino, I never knew anything about it. Now that I get to actually work there and see what it's all about, it's fucking amazing, because I never thought I was going to be doing shit like that,
Right.
Now they got that Metro link that'll get you
The
from
Metro link there too now.
Purdue out to LA.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's cool, like my family still lives right there in the West End, I go visit my grandpa. My grandpa just turned 90 years old last week.
Wow.
Congrats to him on
Happy
that.
birthday, Grandpa.
Happy birthday, Toby. You know, he just turned 90 years old, and he still owns the same house that he had built there, you know, things like that. And you know, big shouts out to them. You know, him and my grandma, they were the ones that kind of took me and my brothers and sisters in, took care of us and things like that. So, you know,
Well,
big thanks to them.
yeah.
Now, are you the guy we need to contact for tamales?
No, I'm not. I'm not.
He's
I
not-
can make
He's
them.
not
just don't
that
like to.
Mexican.
Oh, okay.
I mean, okay,
Man.
pozole menudo, I get that, but you know, no, I mean, you know,
that was racist.
Hey, it wasn't racist.
It was
Hey,
racist.
talking about racist earlier?
Are you trying to think what we get from you, Schnitzel?
I just need some.
Fucking
I just need
racist bastard.
I just need some tamales, man. I'm looking for a dealer right now.
Yeah. Schnitzel's German.
I got you if you need some bratwurst.
Some proverbs.
Take that with sauerkraut and
Oh
mustard.
shit, man!
Yeah. Shit.
Your people are great. But
I was looking
sorry.
I was looking up my lineage, and it turns out I'm just a mud. Us Gleasons will fuck anything.
Damn. Oh man.
That explains so much.
I mean, that explains your story from earlier.
That's too funny. How long we been doing this?
Well, we are currently sitting at 56 minutes.
It
nice.
felt like an hour, man. It's fucking awesome. Man.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Mike, it's truly a pleasure to have met you.
I appreciate
I'm
that.
certain our friendship shall linger through.
Yes, sir.
I can't wait till we get Roxanne here in a couple weeks. Next week, I got number 21 coming in,
Yes.
Amir.
I'm glad to be at 20, though. You know,
Yeah.
it's a good number.
Yeah, you got to sign the table.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, we're gonna work on getting some music for the beginning and the end because I don't like
Just so you
this
know,
just quick end.
Just so you know, that's a life-size penis right there.
That's
Okay.
beautiful.
Thank you, man. I appreciate
Yeah.
that.
But in your defense, it's fucking cold.
Yeah. No, it's not cold. No, you know, that's in the summer right there, man.
Oh yeah.
That's at its best.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I heard about this new gadget they got called a Baldo.
A Baldo.
A
What the
Baldo.
fuck is that?
They got, I don't know, it's got some fucking sort of equipment that you kind of can pull your balls into like a point or something like that.
What
And
the
then,
fuck?
yeah, and then you insert your balls into your girlfriend.
And what
Yeah,
happened?
hey, like I know.
You're telling me about this. I've
Well-
never heard about this before.
We're gonna look it up after this podcast.
Everybody Google Baldo.
Yeah,
I'm gonna look at a
everybody.
Baldo right now.
Baldo. Yeah, fuck it. We'll go.
Let's see.
We'll go an hour and 5 minutes. I want to see what a Baldo looks like. I've just heard about it. Yeah, apparently it's got fucking like flanges and shit. You got it?
Is that what it is?
Let me see.
It's crazy. Okay, so I guess you put your balls through the backside. Let me see. Put your balls through the backside down here, and each ball goes on each space right there.
And then you bang your old lady, and it hits your balls.
Yeah, but what do you do with your penis, though?
Apparently, it's up inside that little point thing. What
No.
did you say?
Your balls just go in there. So your balls go in there. So the point is.
Oh
Maybe they use it for DP.
no!
I have no idea. Look at
I mean, I don't know. Hey, pull that
Look
close
at
to
it.
the camera so they can see it too. What the fuck?
Baldo! Everybody's doing
Baldo.
it.
Holy shit.
I want to buy a Baldo now. But I don't even have anybody to use it on. Chris, what are you doing in a couple weeks when the delivery comes?
But
man?
apparently, we're going to be doing some
some
Baldo.
Baldo.
We're gonna be
action
bridging.
and, maybe we'll even maybe we'll do some docking.
Hey, Roxanne, if I buy him a Baldo, will you fucking try it out with him and then come and and give me a description.
Yeah,
of
we
what
need
that
a rating.
fucking
We
is.
need a rating,
I
an
can't
official
even-
rating of a
I
Baldo.
can't even assume what the fuck.
I guess that's the way to get your fucking balls in a vagina, man. Like, who
That's
thinks
so
about that?
fucking weird, dude.
Huh? I'm not showing anything.
She's like,
You
what the
brought it up.
fuck did I just walk
You're the one
into?
that just introduced me to it right now. It looks like a little missile.
I listened to this other podcast, and they actually bought Baldos, and they're gonna try them out
Wow.
and come back with a. But I've never seen one.
Yeah,
That
that's
shit's amazing.
That's insane, dude.
I mean, I don't know who comes up with that though.
I don't know.
I
A
don't know.
man dildo.
Like, you know what I would really think would be good? Let me shove my balls in a silicone fucking anal probe shaped
Put your
device.
balls in there. There's a ball.
Yeah.
Try and
Hey, let's.
And it looks
Hey, I'm gonna. Hey, hey, Mike. Let's get done with this because I think there's a fucking example video that you can find, and I need to see it. Hey, Mike. Thanks for coming to What's Your Deal with Doug Gleason.
Thank you, Doug. I
And now you're
appreciate
going to
that.
look into the camera and you say, my name's Mike, and that was my deal.
I'm gonna say it in a Doug voice. All right.
Okay.
This is Michael Hernandez, and this is me signing out. And what's your deal?
No, that was my deal.
Oh, that was my deal.
There you
There we go.
go.
Cheers, man. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for fucking being here, man.
Appreciate that.
love,
Bless
peace, and
ya.
chicken grease. Till next time.